So there comes a time in every guitarist's life where they realize that they should probably put down the guitar because of how amazing a person online on YouTube is. For example, today we're going to be checking out a Polish guitarist named Marcin. I've seen Marcin before. This will be my first time giving a reaction to Marcin on the channel. The thing about Marcin is that he takes the acoustic guitar and he turns it into a musical weapon. It's a Swiss Army knife to him. Instead of just being a string instrument, he literally creates it anew. It's an entire band at the tips of his fingers and palm and forearm and elbow, and he literally incorporates every single element of physicality to the guitar in a way that is so fresh and novel. You just don't hear it ever, and it inspires all of the other guitarists in the world, such as myself, to put down our instruments. And after even attempting to play something from Marcin, we realize how many more thousands and thousands of hours we all need to practice. So I guess today, if you're interested in watching me go through all of the stages of amazement and grief, this is the reaction for you. So today we're going to be checking out two pieces of content from Marcin. The first will be his cover of Moonlight Sonata, which this will be first for me hearing this one. I've heard Classical Dragon. That was my most recent foray into Marcin with Tim Henson. If you guys know him, also a beast on the guitar. So we'll check out Moonlight Sonata, and then we'll follow it up with a sort of, I'm not exactly sure what it is. It's apparently Marcin teaching Will Smith, the actor Will Smith, his technique and style on guitar. So that's going to be a boatload of fun. And this is all thanks to Juliana the Tuneful for making this donation request today. As always, Juliana, thank you so much. It means the world to me, and your request helps guide the direction for the reactions I do over here. But now, let's just jump in. And Marcin's flow state is like unlike most. He is so fluid. His composition, his arranging, the strength in his fingers to create these sounds. Each finger has to be perfectly dexterous, powerful, and precise. Dude, it's insane. Oh, even the subtlety in just letting that chord kind of ring out in a delayed fashion rather than all at once. Yeah. Notice his fingernails in his right hand. God, the flamenco roll right there. Dude, Beethoven would just... He's quicking it. Oh my God. Oh my... Brother, chills. We don't even need to hear the rest of it to know that this is God tier. I'm going to pull it back just to like try to point out each of the elements that stick out to me, but there's going to be too many that even I won't be able to pick out for you. Quickens the pace. Then this like flamenco style. Changing the rhythm entirely. But the melody is the same. I need to see how he does that, because it sounds like a natural harmonic that he's fully strumming out, and then as he bends the guitar forward, which, can you bend a guitar not really. He's just like using physics to change the sound, almost like make the strings a little, I guess, more stretched out, longer, almost like you would do with a Floyd Rose bridge, as if this acoustic guitar had a whammy. Like, that's just insane knowledge. Oh wow. He's going through these movements a little quicker too. But there's melodic modifications in certain spots. And you hear him playing the rhythm underneath it all. Juliana, I had no idea you'd listen to this. What else do you listen to? And he just sat in the dark, playing in the aesthetic, in the Moonlight aesthetic. I loved playing this on acoustic. This is one of the first songs I learned this movement here. Clearly not in his style, but I learned a version of it. Wow. And sorry for talking so much, pausing so much. This is really fun for me. It's also unlocking a memory in my brain. Way back when on YouTube, I discovered a video of a guitarist named Dr. Viossy. I believe you spell that Viossy. He was doing a cover of Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata, but on electric guitar, and it's worth watching if you're just interested in hearing covers of Beethoven on guitar from modern musicians. And as a guitarist myself, I love watching him do what he does, playing something classical that feels impossible on a guitar. Like, this song is meant and composed on piano, but converting it to guitar and then being able to do it what seems like so seamlessly, even though I literally can tell how challenging it all is. It's a different version of this song as well, less percussive because he's playing the notes, but highly recommend you check it out. I was just having a brain blast to the past remembering watching that. Going full, leaning full into the rhythm. And notice how he uses the different parts of the guitar. Oh. He had to have had classical guitar training to do this. And then all the other training you could think of, flamenco. God. that was so heavy. I don't even understand what he did. I gotta watch that whole section again. I think I pulled it too far back, but that's okay. Like, just that alone, I have never heard a guitarist do that. It's like he's sliding and hammering on new notes at the same time. And tapping. How does he do that? Because it sounds, okay, he's like literally doing like the triplet hammer-ons, but it also sounds like he's sliding into some of the notes, but tapping others. I need to see tabs for this part. If anything, I need to see tabs for this part. And then the reverse tap, holding his right hand as the capo functionally. Tuning it down. No. I gotta go back all the way again. Capos with the right, taps, the lows. The tune down is so disgusting. I love it. This almost like what is this posture? It's like when a saint is blessing you, hands up. I mean, wow. Because I know Marcin. I've seen a lot of his work before. He's the kind of guitarist who goes viral on social media just all the time, because not only is he a god amongst guitarists, he's also a god amongst the normal music listener, or just like the random unsuspecting person who finds him in their feeds. This guy just, again, weaponizes the guitar in a way that doesn't feel possible, converting it into a drum set, converting it into the entire band, right? He's playing the lows like you would hear in the bass. He's playing the lead melody like you would hear in the keys, all on guitar, which the song was originally played and composed for piano. God tier. I love Marcin. What else can I say? I think he's also employing many techniques that I don't often hear from guitarists in general, and I guess I should caution my statement and say I often listen to more electric guitar players than I do acoustic. But even amongst acoustic guitar players, you don't hear this level of skill, ingenuity. I mean, the creativity alone to incorporate all of these different subgenres of the guitar world with perfect technique. It is also fluid. It all feels so well composed. And you can hear the original song under it all, because it's not just doing too much because you're showing off. He is showing off, but because it serves the song. So he's showing off his ability, his composition, his musical playing ability, his composition ability, his creative ability, all at the same time. He has maxed out each of these meters. I could go on and on glazing Marcin, but that was amazing. Let's check out his interaction here with Will Smith. This is going to be interesting.
So, Will, you're a pretty famous person, right?
Yes. Word on the street.
Yeah. So when you reached out to me, and you wanted me to come on your track and
This is 5 minutes
do
ago.
something on the guitar
Or 5 months
in
ago.
a Spanish style. I thought, okay, I have to show him how I do it on the whole guitar, you know? So we kept the bass.
Okay. Sorry for pausing. Just what he's doing alone right now, being able to talk and maintain the rhythm and the melody in his fingers and then doing this rapid tapping thing on the bass of the acoustic, that requires so much skill alone to do that. It's not necessarily musical. He's just like fumbling around playing on his guitar, like noodling kind of thing, just to showcase what he can do. Having this ability to like do independent things at once, it's like when you can do polyrhythms, right? He's able to speak, have a full-blown conversation, which requires a different type of cognitive resource from the brain while playing his instrument, showcasing the techniques. That is a master at work.
I do it on the whole guitar, you know? So we kept the bass line going already, right? Let me add a little bit like... This thing is called a golpe. It means punch in Spanish, you know? But to me it's a little bit thin, so let me make it a bit deeper, like...
A lower tone.
Right? Yeah. Just my wrist, right? The 5 fingers are free. They do nothing. So let me add something on top, like... So
the wrist
like?
and the tapping.
It's kind of like tap dancing or something, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay, let me...
Because he's converted the guitar not only into several other instruments, but also something that is fully physically expressive. He's dancing with the music.
Kind of like tap dancing or something, right?
Amazing.
Yeah. Okay, let me go around the body a bit more, like...
Oh my god, sorry.
Do you think that what I just did was multitasking?
Yeah, multitasking.
It's not.
It's not
Multitasking. You know why?
It's not.
Because I'm not thinking about this hand. You know, if
Yeah,
I
it's
was
just-
thinking about every note I was playing,
He's
how
just
can I have a
gotta...
conversation with you right now?
Right, okay,
Maybe
my
it's like
point
what a movie said,
precisely.
I don't know. But when you want to, you know, say your lines, you don't want to think about every single word.
Yes,
It
exactly.
has to be natural.
Yes, in acting, they say you learn your lines so well that you forget them when it's time to
Right.
say them. Yeah,
So I forget all about this
Forget all
hand.
about it.
I forget about it. I can do improvisation
Right.
here, like...
Yeah, so his mental focus is going to the right hand.
You know? Or...
Ooh.
But the thing missing...
And look at the way his hand rotates in that, I guess it's a counterclockwise fashion. I guess it depends on the angle we're looking at.
Or...
To do all the things.
But the thing missing, which was not missing in your track, because when you send it, you know, it had your rapping, it had India's vocals, is the melody.
Yeah.
So in my right hand, I can add the melody like... Simple.
Wow.
And the last layer is the rhythm.
Wow. His ability to showcase this like this is also just mad impressive. Because it's one thing to be able to play this, but to be able to teach it...
Amazing.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
That is amazing. Do you see? So I can see. So
The nails.
the
nails.
nails. are
Everyone wants to
different-
know about the nails.
Different on the right hand than
Yeah.
the left.
Yeah,
To be able to
yeah,
do
so
the...
If
strumming.
you're playing so percussively,
Yeah,
you do
yeah,
all of
yeah,
these
yeah.
things, or like First Love, the song we did, it starts like this. If you're
Whoa.
trying to do this sort of sword unsheathing
Pick scrape.
Yeah.
and you don't have gel on your nails,
Oh,
like
yeah,
sorry
yeah,
to
yeah.
harden them, you're not gonna play for long. Like you play one gig, you have no nails left.
Yeah.
And then
Did I miss that? So he applies gel to his fingers or fingernails.
you have gel on your nails, like something to harden them. You're not gonna play for long.
It's not just like calloused over time.
Gig, you have no nails left.
Yeah.
And then in the track we did, when you start rapping and there's a groove going on, what happens is this. Right?
Oh,
So there's this thing here. This is called a scratch pad.
Yep.
And I use it basically just as a unpolished piece of wood, and my nails can do.
ooh.
So it's like a whole band, you know?
I didn't notice that. That's really cool. It's almost like sandpaper.
This. So it's like a whole band, you know?
The tuning.
Beautiful.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, dude,
Thank you for
it's
having me.
insane.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's unlike anything I've ever seen.
Oh, wow, thank you.
No, that's amazing. I'm
But
really.
that's the beauty of this collaboration, I think.
Yeah.
For me, thank you for having me, is because most people, like you just said, they never saw this style before.
Yeah.
Right? Like this whole percussive thing. If I do this, like most people would, if I just play, they're like, okay, that's guitar. Yeah, I know that. But
That's like
once
flamenco,
you add the
right?
percussive stuff, even just a simple snare, you know?
Right. The levels of his playing. He's just adding more
They
levels.
go like, oh, I never saw that before. So to me, this is an opportunity to go to like a mainstream audience
Yeah.
and show them what, you know, the future of guitar can hopefully be.
Yes. Yes.
It's
the
super
whole
genre
band.
defying.
It's not, you know, I met Wyclef Jean. Like,
Yeah.
I did kind of a similar tutorial for him. And I'm telling him, I'm just like riffing. I'm telling him, well, it's a lot cheaper to travel just with a guitar.
Just with
in order
guitar.
to bring a drummer and bass
Cost
player, all these
efficient.
people.
That's beautiful, man.
just be the most talented person ever.
It is an absolute pleasure and honor.
No,
to do
it's
with
my
you.
honor. It's
Yeah.
my honor, man. Honestly, trust me.
Yes.
That's
You know.
awesome.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Love it.
That's awesome. I mean, I would say even at a high level, I love when people who are at the top of their different fields collaborate with one another, because they get to share the meta skills that involve being at the top of what they do. In this instance, Will Smith sharing about his acting and the things required of him there, and Marcin finding ways to relate to that, and bridging the gap between these worlds, bringing cool, complex guitar work to the mainstream. There's a lot of value in doing that. It's amazing that this is even happening. I love the era that we exist in, where we can reach people from all over the world in different different hobbies even, and find ways to share our various loves of things. We're all just true lovers of things at the end of the day, so getting to share that with people, it's real fun. There was something that Marcin said that made me think of this, but before I ever discovered Marcin, I had listened to, I'd say in terms of acoustic guitar, mostly like classical acoustic guitarists, and sometimes I would hear the occasional flamenco stuff. So what's interesting about Marcin is that he is playing the classical stuff and adding the flamenco stuff, and then adding a whole nother layer of guitar performance and ability and percussive performance and ability. I think it's not only just a smashing of classical and flamenco, though it is, it's a lot more than that. It's the smashing of classical flamenco, adding the percussive layer, adding more guitar techniques on top, that we are just, as guitarists, like fawning over to be able to do this as seamlessly as Marcin does. The thing about it is, when you go to practice any of Marcin's riffs, maybe you'll get a riff here or there up to speed with relative precision. Maybe you'll do it, and I believe in you, I believe in me. It's possible with enough practice. But then you got to do that all over again for the next riff. And guess what? Threading those two together in a seamless way, a whole nother level of complexity. And there are like 29 levels to Marcin's playing or something. I remember seeing a video a while back. You could probably just find like levels of Marcin on YouTube, something like that, where this guitarist goes through I think it was even Marcin, he did a video like this for himself, going through all of the variants and levels of his play, and by level 3 you're tapping out. That is the skill of this man. So really excited to see where, he takes his music in the future, what more levels he decides to add. This guy is generational. But that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did and want to request more Marcin or any other song or music for that matter, you can do so by clicking the first link in the description box below. But as always, my friends, have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.